How we doing, everybody? Good to see you here. Oh man, making a mess already. It's good to see everybody here. Welcome to the Greenhouse Cafe. Had a couple questions for you guys and see what you had to say about it. Good morning. I'm gonna do my best to hear both sides of the story, but I really wanted to get your input. How y'all doing this morning? Hey Alexa. Hey Dorothy. Richard Brown, what's up, my brother? Hey Siobhan. Backyard family farming with Ashley. All right, Ashley. Earl K, what's going on? It's good to see everybody in the house this morning. Let me see something here. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. Had to take a break. That's where I've been for a few days. I had to take a second for myself. And that's kind of how I came to this this conclusion and the title of this video. So I'm gonna get it started because I know y'all got other stuff to do besides sit around and listen to me mumble. Hey Kim, we all right. We doing okay. So my question to you, before I get started, thank you everybody for all your kind words on the last video. I'm okay. I'm not shutting anything down. I just wanted to make a few things clear. That's all. And try to give my perspective of how a content creator feels on the other side of the camera, because some people just don't know. That's all. So right off the bat, a lot of people have quit their jobs. Either you have quit your job or you were dismissed from your job. I don't want to know why, so don't say the words, okay? I might have to, I don't want to let nobody out early. So if you had to leave your job or somebody, don't say why, because I know what it's for. Don't say them words, okay? If you just lost your job forcefully or voluntarily, or you just decided you've had enough of all of it and it ain't got nothing to do with the mandates or anything. If you just feel, hey, Mississippi Girl Life, if you have, let me see, I am so sorry for those leaving their positions. Okay. You now see, I'm gonna say this. It depends. It depends, because I know what I'm about to say. A lot of people ain't gonna like some of the stuff I'm about to say. I'm just gonna prep you for that right now. All right, Queen. Okay. A lot of people. Show of hands. How many people? Don't tell me why. How many people have either lost their jobs voluntarily or involuntarily, or you just decide, show of hands, or right now you ain't got no job. It don't matter why, because either you left your job, they made you leave your job, or you said, I think it's time for me to bow out gracefully anyway. So show of hands. Anybody? Disabled from working, Rhonda Ellis? Okay. Let me see. Nope. Blessed that it hardly affects us. Okay, Angela. Everybody, yeah, everybody is unemployed. Now think about this. It's only 280 people in here, and almost, I'm gonna say, from what I can see on the screen, 90% of the people that's on here right now is raising their hand saying, yeah, I ain't working. Happily retired, Gigi. Okay, this kind of for you too, but it's more for the people that either just quit voluntarily. Well, it don't matter. It don't even matter. So what I'm saying is, it's a lot of folks out there quitting their jobs. And I understand why. We ain't going to talk about why. All right. Please don't mention that reason. It's a lot of people quitting their job because the situation is just going on. Or a lot of people that were let go because of what's going on. I'm going to say this, and you're not going to like this. I'm going to get the bad part out the way first. I'm going to get that out the way first, and then I'm going to come into I only like talking about bad stuff for a second. Then we're going to talk about some solutions. One, if you have been watching YouTube for at the very least the last 2 years, if you have watched any part of YouTube for the last 2 years, everybody on every platform, on every social media site has been telling you this was about to happen. Hold on one second. Okay, so you've been told that this was going to happen over and over and over again, from crazy conspiracy theorists to people that you know and love that got an inside scoop on it. You know, some of us YouTubers got some inside scoops. We can't tell you why or where we get it from, but we give you the inside scoops telling you you better get yourself together and you better be ready, because it is about to happen. Not kinda, maybe, what I think, or no. It's gonna happen. So that's the bad part, okay? I don't want you stewing around in your own juices, kicking yourself in the junk just because you didn't listen or you didn't heed to everybody's word on to get ready. So that's the bad part. The good part I want to talk about is what you gonna do about it. Okay. A lot of people, and it's trendy. It's trendy right now to quit. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy for a lot of us, but right now it's trendy to quit your job. People are quitting their job not because of what's going on. People are quitting their jobs because they see all their other friends quitting their jobs, or their other family members quitting their job. It's the thing to do right now. As crazy as that sounds, people are doing it, because I've spoke to some people that quit their job because they claim they're quitting because of the situation that's going on, but then turn around and start looking for a job. What? Do you understand how dumb that is to me? I mean, you got to make me understand that. To me, this how dumb it is. It's as dumb as cutting off your eyebrows and then painting some more on. I don't understand that. And I ain't no woman. I ain't knocking on nobody. I'm just saying that don't make a whole bunch of sense to me. I don't get it. You quit your job, and then that pink slip got on your door, and now you got to go hunt for a job. Man, cut it out. And the jobs that you hunting for is going to have the same doggone stipulations as the job that you just quit. They want you to do certain things that you don't want to do. Now you stuck. So my advice to you is, before, I'm not saying you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. You can fight for your rights. I get it. I'm with you. But at the same time, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool, because most of the people that's quitting their jobs right now are quitting because they don't want to be controlled, right? You're quitting your job because you don't want nobody to tell you what to do with your body. You're quitting your job because you don't want to be told what you should be doing because you're grown. I get it. Well, why would you get out of a situation because you don't want to be told what to do with your body, and then just get in a situation to be told what to do with your body? Because once you out here, They're going to be having stipulations. Look, you can't come on this job unless you have this shot. You can't have this. You got to have that. You got to be here by this time. You got to be here by that time. You can't leave till this. You still be in control. I don't understand it. You jump out of one bad situation just to jump into another one. I don't get it. And it's only from what I've heard. It's not from something I'm guessing. It's from things that people are telling me they done. And for the life of me, you got to make me understand it. And right now, understand it's trendy to quit your job. Is as trendy as sagging your pants. So I'm going to say this. Before you quit your job, I understand if that's what you want to do. You better have a plan, though. Don't just jump out here and, oh, y'all ain't going to tell me what to do. I'm out. That's like running away from home. You ain't got nowhere to go. When you was a kid, what'd you end up when you ran away from home? You put that little polka dot bag on that stick and walk down to your cousin's house and realize they ain't there for the weekend. Now what you going to do? It's dumb. You're going to come back home and you're going to get a whooping because your mama told you, why'd you leave the house? I was running away. Come on, I'm going to help you run away. You got to have a plan. You can't just jump out here all willy-nilly and think the world is going to fall to your knees and have compassion for your situation. That ain't never happened, and it ain't going to. So you have to stop. If you plan on leaving your job for any reason, even if you like, I done had enough, you better have a plan. So right off the bat, when you leave your job, I'm gonna tell you something from experience. Some things don't quit. You still better keep yourself. If you're going to be working for yourself or somebody else, you still gonna have to keep a schedule. You got to keep a schedule. Just because you ain't working no more don't mean you can just lay around the house in your pajamas no more while I'm laying around the house in my pajamas. You still got to have some planning. You still got to have a routine. Every day you get up, what you need to do is get up just like you got to go to work for somebody else every day. Get your butt up out the bed. Go wash up. Hit them hot spots, brush your teeth, comb your hair, put on clean clothes, get up, get out, and get something, just like you would if you was working for the man. That's a good one. 3 sheets, Marie. No job, no insurance. My dear Marie, that's a lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying that in a bad way. That right there shows you the ignorance and the control that we've all been controlled. That's not true. You think if you ain't got no job, you ain't got no health insurance, right? That's off my topic, but that's a good one. Let me tell you something right now. That's where they got you fooled. That's where they got you fooled, and they got you by the grapes trying to squeeze that juice out till it turned into wine. Thank you, Sean. But I'm going to tell you this. If you purchase your own health insurance, you're still doing the exact same thing you will be doing on a job that has health insurance. Every week, they take money out of your check to pay your health insurance that you still got to pay a copay on that ain't never no good anyway. So if you working for yourself, that's part of the other part we get into. It's up. You can purchase your own health insurance. They have done no different. When you get a job and you have to sign up for health insurance, they give you a whole list of places that they picked for you for your health insurance. You wouldn't be doing no different just by saying who do I want health insurance with? You do it yourself. It's no different than when you come down, sit in the auditorium or the lunchroom with all them health insurance advisors, and you sign up for your dental, your vision, your medical. It's no different. All you doing is you're doing the footwork yourself. which these days you pretty much do the footwork yourself anyway. That's all your job really does is bring you down, put all these people together for you, kind of like a convention kind of. They bring all these different groups, companies in for you to pick from. Other than that, it's no different. So you can have health insurance, you can have dental, vision, and everything else, and it's still gonna cost you the same amount of money. It's the truth. I'm telling you, not because I'm thinking about it, not because I read about it, because I'm doing it. It's the same thing. So that's part of when you're working for yourself out here, saving your money. You just can't go blowing your money on anything and everything because you're not guaranteed a paycheck next week. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't work, you don't play. You don't work, you don't stay. So you got to put that work in. So every time you pay yourself, there's a few things you got to take out. You got to take out taxes because the man wants his money, which I was telling somebody else about land. They didn't quite understand that you got to pay taxes. You never really own anything. Once you pay off your house or pay off your car or pay off your motorcycle, you still got to pay your taxes. You still got to pay you do. You know how many people lose their homes and their property because they owe only like $1,200 or $200 in property tax? It's just the truth. You will lose your estate. You will lose your land for $200. If you think I'm lying, look it up. So when you get up every day, if you're working for yourself, you need to be as committed to yourself. That's where I think a lot of people fail. You need, and I've said in a lot of my videos, you need to commit to yourself as much as you committed to go work for somebody else. I mean, if you gonna put in an 8-hour day for another person and make them rich, why won't you put that same 8 hours worth of work into yourself? If you put in the same energy into yourself, your ideas and your products and all of your inventions and thoughts and creativity, if you put all of that work into yourself, that you put at it and breaking that dude out there in that factory is ripping your spine out like the Predator and steaming that junk. You know, just like the Predator ripped that spine out of that dude and steamed it. That's how they out there doing you. So why don't you do that for yourself? Why don't you work yourself till you dizzy and tired for producing your own goods and services? Work that same hard. Like, look, I'm not going to stop grinding until 3:30. The only difference here is you are in control of it. You can sit down and say, you know what? I'm going to take an hour lunch. And can't nobody, the only person that can tell you late from lunch is you. Because you sitting down, you ain't producing nothing. When I was a truck driver, it was like them wheels don't turn, man, you ain't making no money. So if you ain't up creating something, you ain't up doing something, you ain't making no money. So get up, get yourself up. Even if, like Lady Laird always got me setting alarms. Now, I'm not good at that. Set you some alarms. You got all this technology with tons of different kinds of nice alarms in there to keep reminding you constantly. You got a meeting with so-and-so. You have to be producing this at that time. You have to be there. You got to pick up this item. Set alarms. Make a schedule. All right, here's one for you. Let me see. Okay. Save some money. Save as much money as you can. If you're not investing in yourself, if you're not investing in your new business or company or whatever it is, that money should be being put away. If you don't have enough money to invest into things that could flip your money over, IRAs and everything else, if you can't make your money work for make your money make money right now, you need to be putting your money away. Don't be out here balling, because you ain't guaranteed no paycheck next week. That's the only good thing you knew about that factory. But then again, that ain't really guaranteed either, because they could knock on your door one day. Like, the reason why a lot of us ain't got no job is, hey, yo, this is what you got to do. Oh, you saying no? Well, hey, go clean out your locker. So you ain't guaranteed no job these days either, whether you work for the union or not. So we say pay yourself first. I'm on the fence about the pay yourself first thing. I think if you have anybody working for you, they need to get paid first. I think if you have responsibilities around you, that gets paid first, because if you pay your own self, you can't handle no business. You got a pocket full of money, but your overhead is ripping your backbone out. You get that overhead, you get the crumbs. To me, this is how I do it. Once I pay all of my overhead for everything I do, whatever is left is mine. And I'm going to tell you why. If you always say, look, every pay, I'm make sure I get at least $1,200, and then I'll pay everything else. I'm going to tell you why that's bad to me. To me, my own opinion. I ain't no business major. But when I pay all of my overhead and investments and everything else, lights, gas, water, everything I got to pay first, and then let's just say all I got left is 50 cents, I got to work harder. And I got to work smarter. So every time I just get a few crumbs, it teaches me I got to stop playing, stop overspending, get on my grind, be more diligent, right? But if you always paying yourself first, your bills is going to feel that, hey, you only got 50 cents to put on the lights. You only got 50 cents to invest in your next product. You ain't only got 50 cents to invest in your new invention. I do it the whole opposite way, and it seems to work for me. So, okay, let's keep it going. You need to cut your overhead. When I say cut your overhead, you're not working for anybody anymore. You're not guaranteed a check. So I said this in a lot of my videos. How do you give yourself a raise? Now, this is when you had a job. This is when you was working for somebody else. But now if you're working for yourself, how do you give yourself a raise? You cut all of that unnecessary stuff that you don't need. You cut all of the unnecessary, cut off the lights. They ain't got to be on right now. Number one and biggest and most foremost, oh my goodness, family, if you want to give yourself a raise, even if you still working, thank you, Essian Family Garden. Thank you, bro. Hold on a second. Hold on. Give me 2 ticks, y'all. Okay. Yeah, that been going on for a minute. I'm sorry. So, one of the things I lost my train of thought with that because that's ridiculous. One of the biggest things you can do to pay yourself, cut your overhead. You need to be growing your own food. Grow your own, eat your own. Grow your own food. If you look at your grocery bill, I'm just saying necessities. I'm not saying all the crap that we buy. If you look at your grocery bill for your necessities, you see how much money you spend on food every week or every payday. You spend crazy amounts of money for your food. If you're growing your own food, you will cut your outspending in half, if not more so. Two things going to happen from that. You definitely going to eat healthier. You definitely going to be healthier, which means you ain't got to have as much health insurance coverage. So that just cut your health insurance bill because you ain't got to keep running back and forth to the hospital. If you eating everything out of your doggone backyard, you eating good, so your health is better, you feeling better, and you saving money from hospital bills, and you saving money from grocery bills. If you grow your own food, every gardener in here right now knows exactly what I'm talking about. I don't buy no persimmons no more. I ain't bought no persimmons in 3-4 years. I don't buy lemons no more. I ain't bought no lemons or tomatoes or none of that stuff in years. And when they off season, I'm like, I don't need a cucumber that bad for what I'm eating. So everything that I got now is stored away. Tomato sauce, if I want some tomatoes out of season, I pull out a can of my own tomato sauce, which leads me to store your food. Learn how to can your food and store it away. Because if you grow too much food, all right, Dan Permaculture Food Forest, good to see you. Hey, Gardner Twitty, good to see y'all in the house. If you grow too much food, now you can store it away. So listen, y'all, we're no different than squirrels. I don't care what you think of the human race. We ain't no different than squirrels and bunny rabbits and everything else. During the hibernation season, they stock stuff away all year long. When winter hit, whether it's a bad winter or a mild winter, they got reserves. We're no different. I don't know why we keep thinking that we're so mighty and we're so top of the food chain that we don't have to listen to Mother Nature, because that's garbage. It's no different. We still should be storing up our food. Everything to keep you alive, everything that keeps you functioning, you need to be storing it up. Food, finances, money, water, all that stuff every year need to be stored up. And whatever you got a surplus of next summer, look, now you got double. You're rich. You're literally rich. Whether it's in finances, because that's money that you ain't had to spend, you keep till next year. It just keep on growing. Food, that's stocked up. Just leave it there until next year. You got some more. You can't lose. So grow your own food, store your own food. And I'm telling you, I'm not telling you because I think that. It ain't no mathematical equation I just worked out. I'm living it. Right now, we are living it in this household. So there you go. Now, before you go off and do something crazy like quitting your job just to go back to the job or whatever you plan on doing, I told you, have a plan. And part of that is, before you do something drastic like quit your job, again, I'm not saying don't do it. You do what you need to do. You do what you feel that is right for you and your family. But I will say again, don't be stupid. Before you go off jumping off and quitting your job, you better pay off your debt. Everybody got debt. And when I say pay your debt off, I mean do it for real, for real. You don't need this car. You paying $500, $600, $700 a month on this car. You don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Go on, put that mug in the want ads, sell off that car, and go on get you an A to Z car. Something that's gonna get you back and forth. Come and get one of these Hemingway bikes. I'm not even playing. I'm playing, but I ain't. Get you something affordable that you ain't got to be making no payments on. So you don't have to be worrying about, oh my God, the first coming, I still ain't working, I still ain't produced nothing. That stress is off my head. Pay off your debt. We shouldn't be in debt anyway, because as long as you're in debt, you're a slave to the game. Pay your debt off. I didn't say down. I said off. If you got credit cards, man, pay that crap off. Pay it off. I got a friend on here on YouTube. Her name is Miss Finance. Miss Finance can tell you. Now, I know how to do it, but that ain't my thing. I don't tell people that ain't my thing. Okay. Miss Finance is a professional. She's certified. Okay. College girl. She know her stuff. Go to Miss Finance channel. She gonna help you figure out what you need to be doing with your credit. You got too much debt. You got more debt than you got income. It's ways to get around that. One of these days, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not going to give you no advice right now. But one of these days, I'm gonna tell you how I did it. And it works. And you don't owe nobody nothing. Okay, I'm talking about you ain't got to pay nobody for this whole. Call us now. We can help you get none of that. So pay your debt off. Pay off your debt before you go quitting your doggone job. Because some of us, you still live in a big fancy house. You still driving a big fancy car. And you decided they can't tell me what to do with my body. So I'm quitting. But you didn't even think this through. But they've been telling you this. They've been saying this is about to pop off for at least a year. We know it was coming. For 2 years, we knew that all this horrible, bad stuff is happening. For 2 years, we knew we need to change drastically. Everything from our health, our finances, our everyday living situations, our gardening, how we eat, what we eat, when we eat, everything we do. We knew for at least, I'm not going no farther back in the day. I'm using these last 2 years as a prime example. We knew things are going to be different. Things are going to change for the worse. What should I be doing? Right off the bat, I need to pay off some of this debt, because I don't know if y'all watch Squid Games, but when you owe people over in certain different countries, you know, they can pretty much own parts of you. I'm just saying. Now that part was, I know it's a show, but you start signing too much paperwork, which is something else we're going to talk about. They can own pieces of you. They own you. You are literally a physical slave. If they need a donor, don't you owe me 20 grand? All right. That eyeball, what color is that eyeball? Blue? I need that payment. And that I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm joking, but I'm not. In certain countries, you can't leave with no debt. They ain't listening to that. And here's another myth. This is one of the only countries that allows you to stay in debt. Some countries, we look at them like, poor peasant people. Oh, look at that. They got flies on them and everything. Oh, my goodness. Look at the area they live in. You know what? We think that because they got us fooled thinking that we got something and we own something. You don't own jack. I know a country right now, and I'm not going to name it. I know a country right now, they don't do debt. Everything they have, they own. If they go out and buy an iPhone, they buy the iPhone. They don't owe nobody for the iPhone. They'll pay for the service, but if you cut your service off, it is what it is. But they don't owe nobody. The house they live in, it might be a little tiny house or a hut. The land, they own that, and they don't owe nobody. This is the only country in the world where the first thing they extend to you is credit. I remember when I was a kid, I'm going to jump off the subject real quick, okay? When I was a kid, I was, just say I'm about 17, 18 years old. They extended credit to me. I'm not going to say the company. They extended credit to me. They didn't know nothing about me. I was a child. I didn't know no better. I signed up for it. And guess what? I got a credit card. And they still do that to college students to this day. This kid don't even know how to wash his armpits properly without offending people. And you just gave him a $20,000 credit limit. This is the only place that keeps you enslaved like that. So with all that being said, all I'm saying is, if you do plan on making a change in this new function of things, be smart about it. If you're going to change, really change. Really change. Get rid of your debt. Get rid of your credit. Minimize everything and prioritize. What I mean by prioritize, you got to ask yourself every 5 minutes, do I need that? Do I need that? No. Most of the time the answer is absolutely not. I don't. I go shopping online all the time. Ooh. I did this last night. Put my phone down. You don't need that. You don't need this. You don't need that. You don't need this. I did that all day. You will see something. Ooh, I want one of them. Cut it out. So let me say, credit won't matter. I'm gonna say this about credit, and and right now I'm gonna change something I said a long time ago. When I said, I did say this, I don't care about credit because if it all go down, you know, how you gonna collect from me, right? Remember that? I said that out of my own mouth. I admit it. I was like, how you gonna collect from me if I'm gonna use my credit to get all the supplies I need? Okay. Until, you know, I did a little more research and then did some history. And then Squid Games came out. I know that sounds crazy, but see, some of these movies, they got hidden messages of truth in them somewhere. And you got to be able to stop watching the dumb part of it and look at the message in this movie. Like, why would they even add that part in this movie? Message, that's why. So in our history, when you owe somebody something, they own you. They literally can claim you now. If I just extended $20,000 to you, right? Think about this. If I just extended 20 grand to you, when I'm filing my taxes and stuff, I can tell them, hey, I got 20 grand out there. Oh, yeah? Who got it? Led. Somebody is claiming you in certain forms and fashion. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're somebody's worth. You're part of somebody's, I'm trying to say this without going hard, estate in a way. Because they are literally claiming you. For instance, when people say, my net worth is $2 million. That means how much money you got in your pocket. But I am worth 40 million. Meaning you got money invested in all of this stuff around you that you invested in. People, places, and things. You invested your money in all of that. So if you was to liquidate all of that, people, places, and things, you could probably accumulate $40 million. You got $2 million in your pocket, but you're worth 40 million. For part of that 40 million is you, because you owe me, say, $20,000. So if things keep going the way it is, back in history, that's how they did things. And listen, you might have been free for a minute, but if you owe the little county store, if you owe that man a storekeep, he can make you do whatever he wants you to do. And it's legal. And the crazy part is, it's a lot of paperwork and laws right now that people don't talk about that it still go that way. Pretty much, if you owe somebody, they can come take everything you own. That's why they don't mind giving you credit. Think about that. Ain't no different than the little town store. It's just different now. It's just new now. They can take everything you own if you don't pay them their money. That's why they say, do you have collateral? What's your collateral? You want this item so bad, you go say, oh, I got a Mercedes at the house. I got a condo in Florida. I got, oh, okay. Put all that down on that list, all your assets. Put all that on that list. Because if you don't pay them, they coming for all that. You just gave them rights and claims over everything you own. So, I'm sorry I said I wasn't going to get into the business game of that. But here's the thing. Let me get back on track because I was off track. Oh, we did pretty good. Oh, we did pretty doggone good. We did all right. So I guess I'll take a few questions. But that's what don't just go out here quitting without no plan. It's the whole icing on the cake. Don't go out here talking about you about to start your own business and you don't got no plan. You ain't saved no money. You ain't invested in nothing. You just got some harebrained idea of what you think might happen. During the worst times, and some of the worst times in history, you're thinking you're going to pull this off now. You got to add that into the game. Because a lot of people like, oh, I'm doing this business. I produce this. I produce that. Okay. Will that product work? Now, that product probably would have sold 4 years ago or 6 years ago. Will it sell right now with everything going on? Because a lot of the things, look, you could walk down the street and stumble over a doggone pressure canner 4 years ago. You a doggone stub your toe on a pressure canner in the street, somebody throw it away, or they all taking up all the space on the shelf in the Goodwill. Now look, one of the cheapest things in the doggone store is one of the most valuable. So that's the same thing. Well, whatever product you selling, look, they can't even hardly sell no cars. No, especially gasoline cars. Everybody is buying hybrids because they know which way this whole world is going. So some of the most popular stuff is now the least popular stuff. Will your product sell right now? So have a doggone plan before you go in and smack your boss like this. Before you go smacking him, don't smack your boss, by the way. Don't do it. So before you go hitting your boss, don't hit your boss. Before you even think about it, though, you're going to think about it. Have a plan. Don't just come home like, babe, that's it. Your wife or your girlfriend, you come home, I done had enough. And she like, what you do? I quit. Oh, you did? She reach up and turn that light out. What you turn the light out for? We can't afford that. This fish tank, shut that down. Matter of fact, them fish, that's about to be for dinner tonight. It ain't just for looks no more. Everybody keeps saying, oh, that's a waste of money. Is it? Is it? So, fish tank, remember my idea outside with the fish outside? I just kind of did an inside thing. People like, why you get koi fish? That's a dumb fish to get. Is it? They get pretty big. Just saying. Fast, too. So, you got to start thinking outside the box is what I'm really saying about everything. Because now, if you are unemployed for whatever reason, you got to start thinking. Nobody's going to be thinking for you. Nobody's going to be coming to tell you what to do. Nobody's going to tell you when to wake up and what time you should be going to sleep. Should you go to this party and have too many drinks? Nobody's going to be telling you that anymore. You're going to have to tell yourself that. Period. So, they can hear me. That's why they back there stirring up so crazy. Okay. I'm gonna take that down, Jennifer. Okay, come on now. Wait a minute. I didn't want to do that. Wait a minute. Oh, that's your name. Hey, Mary, I can't keep you up here with that name. Okay, I'm sorry. I like you and you my friend, but I can't keep your name up there like that. That's what I was just talking about. Other folks, with your name is too wild like that. I can't. I really want you to come hang out in the greenhouse lounge, but your name is offensive to some folks or to get me in trouble. You know, I got a friend named Booger, and I don't talk about him very often. You see why? See what I'm saying? He don't like being called Daryl either. He don't like being called Daryl. He want his street name. I can only say your name when just me and him together. You know what I'm saying? I can only say his street name when just me and him. But say I bring him over to the house, you know, have dinner. I ain't gonna be calling you the street name in front of my kids. You know, see, you dig what I'm saying? No disrespect at all. And I'm not knocking you for your name. You can keep it and everything. I'm just saying it's a little off-putting in here. No. I got a friend named Boogie. No, Boogie is a whole nother dude than Booger. No, them is two different monsters right there. So any questions before I go? Hey, Adu. I might need to put them glasses on because they're about to. What to do? What to do? What? Come on, for real though. For real. Any real questions? Thank you, Trina's Journey. Thank you for that. And I know I was running my mouth and I wasn't looking at the screen very much. So I thank you for everybody that contributed today. I really appreciate you. I do. And I'm sorry that I missed you. It's one that I really want to get back to. I wish I could see all of the I wish I could see everybody that contributed so I could tell you separately. Worth it. Land loans, worth it. Land loans. What do you mean by land loans? I'm going to say this right now. If you're trying to purchase land, if this is your question, you really need to try your hardest to try to pay that cash. If you can. I know that sounds rough for a lot of people, especially now. But if you're thinking about buying some land, right now, you really don't want to be owing anybody anything. I mean it too. Okay, what about discharging debt by requesting validation? However you plan on doing it, you just get out of debt. However you plan on doing it. Will interest rates go up before the end of the year? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Say, so I'm looking into buying a house. I shouldn't. I can't make that decision for you. If you're renting right now, you're in the same position. You know what I'm saying? A house gives you leverage. Renting is not going to help you very much unless you got a lot of money. That's why a lot of entertainers, they only lease things. We see everybody's artists in Lamborghinis and stuff, they leasing that stuff. They'll be fools to purchase that for that much money and just for it to depreciate soon as they drive it off the lot. Any suggestions on how to battle grubs in the garden bed? I just let them do their thing. When I'm digging through the garden, I feed them to my chickens. That's all I can get. The only way you're going to really fight grubs if you start spraying chemicals, and that's the whole opposite of what I'm trying to do. Want to buy elderberry clippings. When will I restock? When they regrow. When they come back next year, I'll be ready for you. Let me see. How can I make money off my vacant land? That's something you need to do research on, because your choices are endless, literally endless. Endless. If you have trees on your land, you could sell your lumber. It's just so much. You can even rent out your land, lease out your land to grow grass to feed livestock. It's just so much. If you if you own land, it's so much. There's no reason why land should be just sitting and not making you no money. Are you going to do any more videos on prepping, like canning, dehydration, vacuum sealing foods? Yeah. But right now, it's almost like, I'm going to say this. Don't just wait on everybody's video. Don't just wait on everybody's video and to get any knowledge, man. You got to open some books up too. Trust me on that. Don't just wait on me. Get it wherever you can get it. Right now, things are desperate. Please don't just wait on me. I don't know everything. I promise I don't. Hey, Melinda Wilson. Right now, we should not play favorites on knowledge, period. Get it wherever you can get it from. Long as it's good and it helps you. There you go. Melissa Singletary says she leases her land to hunters. It's just too many ways to make money if you own even the smallest plot of land. Question: what type solar panels goes with EcoFlow 1200? I found solar generator on sale $299. Okay, you got to read the instruction. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you what kind of watts you can use on that. Because I don't own one of those, and I don't want to tell you something that I don't know. You got to read those instructions. It's going to tell you. Any more questions? I got a couple minutes left. Hey, Sunday Backyard Farmer, what's up, man? Oh, man, I went over there and checked out your channel. Brother, we got a lot to talk about. Sunday Backyard Farmer in the house, y'all. That dude right there, his channel is wonderful. We got a lot to talk about. Thanks for coming through, though, bro. Say thanks for helping me on insurance. Learn every time I come to the Greenhouse Lounge. Thank you so much. Because you know something, I'm in this like this. Okay, here we go. The way things are going. I got to take that down, okay, for that word. They don't like that word at all. Let me see. I've been looking to find land with a willing seller. So that money that I will be paying to rent could go to them instead. What? So the money I would be paying for rent could go to them instead. I've been looking to find land with a willing seller. That's not hard. I'm going to say something, and on that note, because I see this a lot. People don't know how to find land. I'm going to tell you one of the best ways right off the gate. Clearly, when people ask me stuff like that, you don't have a clue what you're doing. That's not a diss. That's just straight up. You don't understand how this works. To buy a home, buy land, get with a realtor. Get with a certified licensed realtor. I'm not saying you have to buy anything through said realtor, but I'm going to tell you this. The more realtors you deal with, you learn along the way of what to look for, what not to look for, because there's some realtors that they knew at the job themselves and they ain't quite sure how to will and did it. Once you get a realtor, you're going to realize you're going to be doing a lot of the footwork yourself. Or even if they know their stuff, you still should be doing some of the footwork yourself. What about a solar generator in the winter? What about it? I don't understand your question. Let's see. Okay. You quit your job to go to school. Tony Wayne, you quit your job to go to school. Did you have any money saved away to do that? My chat is tripping. Hold on. I know why I did it though. Okay, let's get back to it. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's smooth. There we go. All right. Let me see. My chat is tripping. Give me 2 ticks. See, I quit my job to go to school. I really want to answer that, but my chat is tripping. That's probably telling me it's about that time to roll. Hold on. Dang, I wonder what's up. Because, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pop out the chat again and see how that works again. All right. Let me see. How you doing, Carla Patterson? Okay, we moving now, but it's in a weird little pattern here. Led, do you have any more idea? Do I have any more idea for vacant land? I don't understand. That's the research that you have to do, because I'll be here all day. It's just, like I said, the list is endless. How you pay your bill if you don't work. Nelly Valquez, if you don't work, you need to be finding a way to make income. That's what this is all about. If you just quit your job, and I said this earlier, if you just quit your job and you didn't know what you were going to do after, yeah, that was a bad idea. So you need to start thinking about what can you do to earn an income if you don't want to go work for somebody else. You just can't sit there on your thumbs. And think about this. A lot of people quit and they say, well, I'm just going to get a check from the government. You're still being controlled. Think about that now. You still being controlled because they got things that they want you to do or they ain't going to give you no check. So you left your job really for nothing. You got to think about that. We got to be a little bit more slicker than that. You know? For some reason, everybody is just doing stuff because they just hearing everybody else is doing it. But see, you didn't. It reminds me of high school, of everybody in the room clowning, but you with the rest of the kids clowning, but you don't know the kids is clowning with you. When they go home at night, they are really studying and they are really doing their homework. You end up failing the class because you just thought everybody was just clowning. Nah. So everybody quitting their job because they seeing everybody else doing it, and they don't realize the people that quit their job had a plan. The people that quit their job had been saving money for years. The people that quit their job had a second job, or they had been working on their own job, or they're about to graduate from college. Those people had a plan a long time ago. Everybody now just saying, I'm not doing that. You can't make me do this, and I'm going to quit my job. And that's a horrible idea. I'm not telling you to do whatever they tell you to do. I'm telling you, don't be stupid. You never quit one job without another job already lined up. Never. For instance, if you plan on working for yourself, okay, is you bringing in some sort of income now? Are you really making things happen for yourself with your own business before you decide to quit? It's supposed to overlap like this. Are you really ready for that? If so, you making good income off yourself. You like, maybe I'm ready to step out on faith and be like, I think I can handle this if I make a few adjustments. No more going out to eat, no more going to the movies, no more fancy car. If I sell that car that I still owe 5 years of payments on, you know. So if you don't want to be, they will most likely fire you. But right now, true. Again, Jane, you might have came in a little late. I said that earlier. What everybody is saying now, there is no excuse. Because ever since they said that thing was going around, we knew the world was going to change. And for the last 2 years, especially 2 years, everybody on every platform and every TV have been telling you to store up your food, stock up your food, stock up your water. Everybody, I don't know how everybody been ignoring this for 2 years. It wasn't a conspiracy, it was the truth. And now that it's coming down to the wire, usually, and I'm going to use this example. Most people don't care what happened in other neighborhoods or other countries until it hit them in the pocket. Until it's affecting you, that's when everybody starts saying this is unfair. Like people in this neighborhood is starting to get their houses and stuff broken into now, right? And now they want to do something about it. Now, as long as it was across the highway on that side of the town, that's just them. That's how they always cutting up on that side over there. What did you thought was going to happen? It's like roaches. Once the roaches eat up all the stuff and start feeding on themselves in this wall, they spread to another wall. Oh, this wall got all kind of food in it. Now they in the pantry. It's no different. Crime and situations ain't no different. This has been going on for 2 years. We have seen the warning signs for 2 solid years. And everybody's been screaming. I know I've been screaming it. And you can't go nowhere on no platform without hearing at least one person while you browsing say you better be storing some food, or showing you how to store food, showing you how to grow food. Everywhere you see online is doing this. Everywhere. That still ain't working. There we go. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. That thing is messing up. It'll pop back up, I think. But boy, is it messing up. My chat is really okay. This is what I'm gonna do. Because I can't see my chat. Let's try this. Give me 2 ticks. Because I keep seeing some great questions when they pop up, but then everything disappeared. There we go. Here we go. Okay. If you have responsibilities and people depending on your income, you should think hard before quitting your job. Hey, that's exactly what I've been saying. You just can't just jump out and quit because of how it ain't just about you all the time. Sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself for the many. That's just the way people don't want to hear that, but it's just the truth. Thank you, Eat Your Backyard, man. Cut it out. Yes, the crime rate is at an all-time high now because not everyone is prepared or preparing. So those are not prepared are now out trying to get what they can get from others, and it's starting to show. Did y'all see the mob? I'm not gonna say where it was because I'm not quite sure. In California somewhere, where like about 50 to 100 people are starting to mob stores where you can't catch them all. Do you see that? Where they're mobbing, literally mobbing like Ice Cube, steady mobbing. It's 50 to 100 or more people rushing all of these expensive stores and take all the purses and money and diamonds and jewels. Who you gonna catch? Right? Which one do this one little old security guard, which one do he try to start running at first? You gotta be kidding me. So, and I still can't get no. Let me see. Hey, New Orleans Gardener, good to see you, man. Yes, it's been over 2 years, y'all. It's been over 2 years. And every single signal around you has been, it's been signs, billboards, everything. You know what I seen? And this is true. And if you don't believe me, go look yourself. You know how growing up we always saw third world countries, the kid with the flies on them and stuff, and they like, you know, for 10 cents a month, you know, this kid can eat. Remember that? Everybody done seen that. I don't care how old you are. Did y'all know we got them commercials for us now? For America? Raise your hand if you've seen this commercial or these commercials, because it's a few of them that I done seen. Raise your hand. About eating. We so poor and desolate that we need help from other countries. Have y'all seen this? These are real commercials that come on TV. Let me see. Internet is running slow. Okay. If y'all have not seen these commercials, please look them up. I think, I don't even know what they call it, like Hunger for America or some Feed America, something. It's not necessarily about the kids, you know, it ain't like with flies on them and stuff. It's more like, did you know that some kids don't, the only reason they want to go back to school is so they can eat? Or kids that used to go for a walk because they didn't want their friends to know they had no food, no lunch, or no way to pay for lunch. So they would just, or some kids turned into bullies. This is a real commercial because they were so hungry, they just kind of acted up. It's not funny, but it's funny. Like, I didn't want to hurt people, but I was so hungry. Go look at them commercials. It's about America, not no third world country where they scooping dirty mud water with a washing detergent bottle to drink for the night. No. Right here. All of this stuff has been telling us for, I'm not going nowhere past 2 years. For 2 years, you knew this was about to happen. For 2 years. And now everybody is starting to be like, this is unfair, and they shouldn't do this, and they shouldn't. They've been telling you. They've been telling us. Listen. When you see gas prices rising, when you see food prices rising, I'm talking about even past 2 years, you know you better start tightening your game up. Like, okay, this is some pretty lawn, but it's time to cut that out. Now, listen, I got some neighbors, they just had a pool installed, and that more power to them, but I was like, no, that's the last thing on my agenda. That's the last thing on my agenda is beautification of my lawn. With the way things is going, no. Say no one want to believe that it could or would happen. $12 a gallon in Sweden. But definitely, y'all. I can't get my chat to come back up. But matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this again. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. All right. So, yep, 2006, I jumped off and started my own insurance and notary. That's right. Everybody think that you have to have a job to have insurance. They think that you have to be working for somebody else to have insurance. You have to be working for somebody else. Think about this. I'm going to tell you one more thing when it comes to working for yourself. Kind of. You know one other bill that you can cut besides growing your own food, eating your own food? Daycare. Daycare. If your job is to do something at your desk all day, your baby can be right here. Your child can be right here with you. Instead of some weirdo somewhere teaching them weird stuff, or maybe the daycare provider ain't weird. Maybe it's just the neighborhood where the daycare provider is at. Or maybe it's who the daycare provider let into the daycare for whatever our reason, janitorial purposes or whatever it is. That still has some sort of security risk every time that daycare provider has to have something done. Maybe the plumber come in. Now you got a bunch of infants and babies and small children around this weirdo that you don't know nothing about. You know everything about the daycare provider, but you don't know nothing about the construction workers that's helping her expand her daycare. I've been in that situation. My mother was a daycare provider, and it was times where when my mother was having the kitchen remodel, you don't know these crazy people when they coming in your house while the kids is at the table eating, you know, some dude, hey, what is that, chicken noodle? I'm like, hey, man, just, I didn't mean to be mean, but hey, man, don't mess with them, you know. I ain't telling, man, go back to work. I just like, man, leave them alone, man. I don't want to hear them. Don't start them up. Oh, man, you look like, remind me of my daughter. Yeah, I get it. Just, you know what I'm saying? If you're home making money for yourself and you working behind the desk, your child is right here. So not only is your child learning from you, not only is your child more with you more, and y'all grow a slicker bond between you like you're supposed to naturally, you also saving yourself that $200, $300, $400, $500 every time you got to drop that baby off. This is not as horrible as everybody make it out to be. I said this. I said, you know, there's a blessing in every curse. There's a blessing in every curse. And yes, this is bad what happened to everybody. But you got to find the good out of it, you know. You got to find the good out of it. And the good is it's actually forcing everybody to use their brains. We ain't used our brains in so long. They keep thinking that people is, listen, how many jobs have up there? We were just paying y'all $12. We're going to pay y'all $15 now. And it's still people like, nah, I'm good. Okay. $20 an hour. Can I wear my pajamas? Of course not. Nah, I'm good. That's because they're finding out if they use their own brain and put that same energy that they've been using, putting energy into another man, making him rich. If I take that same energy and use it on myself and make myself, you don't, listen, family, I'm going to say this. You don't have to be rich to the world's standards, meaning you got a yacht, big car, and all this crap. It's the definition of rich is what we've been programmed to believe. You know what? My definition of rich is, man, I don't owe nobody nothing. And I don't got to be out there slaving in the rain, in the sleet, in the snow. I got enough food to last me. And I don't owe nobody nothing. You know how rich I feel? I'm now financially broke. Don't get it twisted. Financially broke, but spiritually rich. You got that feeling that you don't owe. Listen, it's actually the same feeling that you have when you have gobs of money. You can do whatever you want to do, right? That's the feeling when you got a lot of money. I've been on both sides of the tracks. I've been broke and I've been rich. And I know what it feels like to have a lot of money where you can make any call you feel like making to a certain extent, of course. You don't got to look at the price on the menu. I know how that feels. Now, that's financially rich, where you feel like I could do whatever I want. You also feel that exact same way when you don't owe nobody no money and you can make any kind of moves you feel like making for that day. It's the same feeling. Like I could do what I want. Oh, you know what? True story. I haven't been on a couple days. I had a migraine. And I just was thinking to myself, talking to the lady later, I said, you know, I would have had to go to work if I had this migraine, whether I wanted to or not. That means I would have had to pop some sort of pill or something, right? Some Tylenols or something, which I don't want in my body. That means I would have had to struggle on through that. And who would have known? I'd probably be done messed around, had a heart attack out there on the road, not knowing what's wrong with me. But now you know what I could do? Put a doggone wet towel on my head and take a nap. Woke up feeling like $1 million. That's rich. That's the feeling of, that's the real rich. When you put in your work so hard that you don't have to worry about somebody coming down on you because of something you ain't done for them. I said this. I don't ever want nobody telling me what I better be doing no more. No more. Anybody, what I better be doing. Because I feel like this. Like I told y'all in the beginning of this video, if I felt like it's okay for you to be demanding something of me, I could have stayed at my job. That's the same, what I said earlier. That's like cutting your dang on eyebrows off and painting on some more. The same shape, color, and everything. Get rid of your debt. Minimize everything in your life. Minimize some of the people in your life, because some of them, they don't cost you money, but they cost you strife. And strife causes stress. Stress is going to turn around and cause you to pay some money for something. Going to the hospital, going to the doctor, stress. It's a cycle. Some people ain't even worth your time. Your time is everything. I'm gonna say this, and I am gonna, matter of fact, I like this so much, I just thought of it. I'm gonna make this a shirt today. Listen, your time is not refundable. You can take back a toaster, you can take back an air fryer, you can sometimes even take back a car. You can never, ever stand in front of nobody and get your time back, whether you got the receipt or not. The receipt is, you just wasted my time telling me all this bullshit. Now, I want my time back. Even though I got the receipt, if you wasted my time, you can't get it back. When you can't get something back, when you look on one of these purchasing things online and they tell you, yeah, no refunds for this item. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Some of them say you can refund this up to 90 days or up to 30 days. And some of these products say this item is non-refundable. Don't it make you think about whether you're going to spend your money with this company or with this product a little bit stronger? Don't it make you look and browse a little longer? Like, you know, it say no refundable, and I never used this product before, and I don't know much about it. I better wait and do more research. Man, your time is the same way. Your time is the same way. So before you end up giving you, now this all ties into not working, believe it or not. You don't got time to waste on people that's going to waste your time, because your time is money. You don't got time to waste time. It's non-refundable. If somebody is bull crapping you, you got, look, man, look, I talk to you. I'll talk to you later, bro. Oh, but wait a minute. I talk to you. I get up with 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 you. You know how we do. I get up with you. I get up with you, man. Your time is non-refundable. No matter what you do. Guava. You your own boss. You are your own boss. And you know something? When you have to go in your boss office, you're not gonna do. Open that door like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? What the boss like that? You know what he just said? I'll talk to you in a minute. We all know boss talk. You want to talk to, what if the boss want to talk to you, he'll do this. That means I'll be done in a second. Come sit down. If he don't want to talk to you, he ain't got time. You got to learn how to do that for yourself. Don't waste your doggone time. Somebody come through the door like, hey, I was supposed to get a bathroom break about 10 minutes. Go out. Go on with that. Go on out there with that garbage. And here's another one for you. Working for yourself, You ain't got to ask nobody when to go to the bathroom. Y'all know what I did for a living, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Part of it is, man, trying to find a bathroom. When it's time to go, man, it's time to go. You know how many people messed up and get their guts all tied up because they waiting to go? Because they in some little tiny truck for hours, and some of the places that you actually can go, you may go to this gas station and get robbed, or you get a twofer, a deuce. You go take a deuce and get a deuce in your ribs. It's not that. Everybody think that job that I did was easy, man. It's a lot of planning you got to do for that. You will. Yes, we got robbed too. Just like anybody else, you just can't stop. You know how many times you might have to ask, hey, can I use your restroom? You sure can. Come on in. If she, and this has happened, come on. The bathroom in the back. On second note, never mind. No, thank you. You know, because next thing you know, you in court talk about some, this kid is yours, and or your only your honor, all I did was go drop a deuce. I did not have no babies with nobody. She said you entered the home. Did you enter the home? Well yes. Well, what happened with yes or no question? Yes, I entered the home. Ha. We rest, Your Honor. He entered the home. How long were you in there? Well, I did start. I read a magazine while I was on the toilet. How long were you in? I don't know, 20 minutes. I was sick. You ain't got to ask nobody when you work for yourself. I can get up right now while this video is on and go in there and handle some business if I felt like it. I ain't got to ask no grown. My daddy used to tell me this. Should no grown-ass man need to go ask another grown-ass man, can he go to the bathroom? If you ever have to ask another grown-ass man, can you use the bathroom, you need to immediately start looking for another line of work. That's my daddy's word, Lord rest his soul. He always told me that, and that was always a pet peeve I had. If I can't just go and use the bathroom, I can understand letting somebody know where you at. You know, like, hey, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. That means, okay, if he ain't back in a few minutes, we need to go check on him. He might be sick. But if you be like, oh, sir, can I go? Man, you just got here. You just got to work. That don't got nothing to do with my boss. Sir, no. Got nothing to do with nothing. No grown-ass man or woman need to be asking another grown-ass man or woman, can I go potty? That's ridiculous. So I'm sorry for going off on a tangent. That was always a bad thing for me. If you can work for yourself, do it. Also, if you can manufacture your own product, even better. Supply chain issue we're having may not be so bad if we had more U.S. manufactured. Very true. Very true. Been away sounds like you took a leap of faith. I'm proud of you. Continue to inspire, led. You are amazing for the culture. Thank you so much. I'm just saying, I don't know. You don't know. I'm going to say this. If nothing is promised to you and nothing these days are guaranteed, like even if you got a job, right now, you're not promised to have it. Anything can happen right now to your line of work. It's some people that chose to stay on their jobs and the job end up going under because they're not selling enough product. So if your job isn't secure, there is no secure jobs out here. If your job is not secure in the first place, what the hell do you got to lose? How many people right now got great ideas, great inventions, great art to show the world, but you ain't got time because you're too busy making money for somebody else? Vaughn, I'm not even, look, Vaughn, I'm gonna take that down because it ain't about the mandates. That's what I'm trying to get people to see. It ain't about that. This is stuff you should be doing anyway. This is stuff we should be doing anyway. All that's doing is forcing your hand. Look, the reminders have been all around you for years. That's just the smack in the face. That's actually kicking the bird out the nest. And some people should be grateful. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some people should be grateful. You know, some people can't stand their job. Some people can't stand their job. They hate their job. And then when they finally got a chance to leave it, whether voluntary or involuntary, you don't want to go. You want to fight to keep it. That's as dumb as cutting off your eyebrows and painting on some more. Don't make no sense to me. Now is the time they're actually giving you an opportunity to go out and try your invention or try your ideas or try that product. Go out and buy you a hot dog cart. You know how much hot dog carts make? Mugs be hungry. Shoot. You laugh at a man with a hot dog cart until you're hungry. You see them everywhere now. Hot dog carts out. Hot dog sauerkraut. So right now we're all so spoiled that we can't even begin to think outside the box. We're so rich and spoiled that we're all to the point of we ask the questions like, well, what is we supposed to do then? So sorry for that sliding off. But right now, we need to think outside the box. If you are not working anymore, I'm going to go down this list real quick. I've been on here for a minute. Number one, don't quit your job without a plan. Commit to yourself. Keep a routine. Do everything just like you have a normal job and invest your time. That 8 hours you would have invested into making another person rich or in somebody else's factory or corporation, you need to invest that time in yourself, trying to figure out what your next move is going to be. Grow your own food. Growing your own food is going to keep money in your pocket. People don't see it that way, but all of us gardeners know. Growing your own food and eating your own food, you save tons of money. Storing your food. Once you start growing your own food, you will grow more than you ever believe you could ever grow, even by accident. Then you need to learn how to can and store your food, preserve it in whatever kind of way you feel fashionable to yourself. Then have a goal. Have a goal. What do you plan to do? How long do you think it's going to take? Who should you be talking to? Who should you be listening to? Those are all goals that you need to write down. What product or idea or invention do you have? What do you have to sell? You could even sell yourself. Some people, you've been wanting to be a comedian or actress or actor all your life. You ain't got nothing else to do. And some people say, oh, I'll never make it to Hollywood. And so YouTube is the new Hollywood. If you got a script that you've been working on and you want to perform it and you want to give that script and that story off to some fancy producer, do it yourself. Put it on here. You know how many people will watch it? I had a crazy idea in my head about the sugarcane pimp. You know how many thousands of people watch that crazy mess? The sugarcane pimp video. It don't make no sense. But thousands of people watched it. I had a good time doing it, and a lot of people enjoyed it. And that's all I wanted to get out of it. And it probably put a couple coins in my pocket. They're giving you the opportunity right now, and some folks is fighting about it. Get out there. If you really believe in yourself that much, you believed in yourself to quit. You believed in yourself, and you said, I ain't going to tell me what to do with my body. You said it. You said it yourself, right? It's the truth. I get it. I'm not against it. But now have that same drive and Go out there and make yourself profitable, right? Have that. Don't just stop saying, I'm quitting my job. Now, when you in your car, you break down, start crying. No, you ain't got no time to cry. What's my next move? I tell my kids, that's how I raise them. What's your next move? You can cry once you figured it out. What's my next move? Period. Right? So invest that energy into yourself. And I think that's about it. I don't know how long I've been on here. Hour and a half, perfectly. Okay. I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask a question, and I want you to put the answer in the comment section below. Only in the comment section below after the video. I'm going to ask a question and only put it in the comment section below. I'm not going to keep on repeating it. So the question is, and then I'm going to sign off. I hope I was able to help you guys, and I hope this helped you a little bit. But I'm going to come back and we're going to talk. I'm going to get my friend Miss Finance, and we're going to start talking about money situations, credit, your finances, because that's a big part of this. The only reason people are scared right now because they're scared of not having money, not having finances to make their moves. Some people got to get diapers and milk and food for their babies. It ain't just about them. So we're going to start talking about finances as well as everything else and other ways to save your money, like solar. Okay, that's going to save you on energy. So here's the question. Put it in the comment section below after the video. That's this. Thank you for that, Raphael. Thank you. I caught that. On Granny Karma's channel, what does she call her viewers on her channel? That's the question. If you want to hear it again, just repeat the video. All right. What does Granny Karma call her viewers on her channel? That's it. Answer in the comment section below this video. All right. Lev Farmer 73. I love you guys. Please be safe out there. We're going to make a lot of wiser decisions from here on out, because I don't want nobody hurt out here working for food and tap dancing on corners and stuff. All right. Lev Farmer 73. I love you guys, and I'm out.